Hey, what's up guys? My name is 4am and welcome back to the channel. The Echoing Void DLC brought us the end to Minecraft Dungeons. Along with it, we got our hands on some very awesome new uniques to find, and in this series, I will show you every single one of them, where you can find them, and if they might be useful for a future build. Of course, I will show you which enchantment would work best on them, so guys, let's check out today's item, the beginning and the end. Before we get started, I quickly wanted to say a special thanks to the members who are currently supporting the channel. If you also enjoy watching my content, you can help me grow it even more by becoming a member and unlock awesome exclusive perks. Already a big thanks. Alright, so the beginning and the end. This is probably my new favorite set of weapons which you'll be able to find on the Echoing Void DLC. It is the unique variant of the Void Touch Blades which can only be found on the Broken Citadel. So you can find it in the gear drop table right there as Void Touch Blades. But if you only want to gather this one for collection purposes, then I suggest you to go for default, because right here the drop rate is higher because the loot table is also smaller. I already got my hands on these bad boys a couple times, so I'm wearing this pair as we speak. So as you can see, it looks extremely cool. Let's open up my inventory for a second. So this is exactly what we're talking about. Leeches health from mobs. So every time when you kill a mob, this one has this built-in enchantment. Of course, this is only a tier 1 leeching, so defeating a mob heals you for a small portion of the mob's max HP, which is 5% of the health of the mob, but it's still pretty decent as built-in enchantment. It also has the applies rising damage multiplier, which is the Void Strike. And a tier 1 Void Strike works exactly like this. Attacking a target applies a damage multiplier that rises steadily to a max level, then it's removed. So it will deal plus 200% max damage as multiplier, which is also pretty interesting, right? Forged by the survivors of a doomed expedition to the end, these twin blades carry dark secrets. So I think this is actually a blade from the Illagers, or Pillagers pretty much. If we look at the Void Touch blades, of course they don't have the built-in leeching, only the applies rising damage multiplier or the Void Strike. Yesterday on the live stream, I also found these Void Touch blades, which actually have a built-in looting, which is extremely strong if you ask me, for an extra bonus enchantment. If only I found this one on the Gilded variant, but of course right now we want to talk about the enchantments themselves. So as you can see, this weapon is pretty fast, but of course not even close to being as fast as the fighter's bindings. So the Swirling and the Radiance will proc quite frequently, so it is not that bad. If you use a Deathcap Mushroom, of course you'll be able to attack a lot faster, proc that Swirling, proc that Radiance a lot faster. So I think it's definitely interesting to use some enchantments that also work very well with quick attack speed. First off, we have the Shockwave. The last attack in a combo launches a Shockwave, damaging enemies. Just put this one on the tier 3 and you will get your hands on tons and tons of damage. And exactly the same counts for the Swirling. Hitting an enemy with the last attack in a combo performs a Swirling attack, damaging nearby enemies. So this one will actually deal damage around you. So it's an AoE attack, so I think it's really awesome for this particular weapon. Then we also have the Exploding. This one allows you to make mobs explode after they are defeated, so it can also work very well as alternative to Swirling. Of course, because it already has a built-in leeching, you won't be able to find it on this weapon, so the Radiance is definitely going to be a very nice extra to heal yourself a little bit more. Has a 20% chance to spawn a circular area that heals you and all allies within the area. I am not really sure though if you want to roll with double heal enchantments. I would actually go for Refreshment instead. Defeating a mob reduces your health potion's cooldown time, allow you to heal again more quickly. So if you deal more damage, you'll be able to take down mobs more quickly, making your cooldown of your potion reset more quickly, and then of course you can use that one to regain full HP. And the cool thing is, you can also put this on a ranged weapon. So if you defeat mobs with a ranged weapon, you will also reduce the cooldown of your potion. But since we're talking range right here, I think the Anima Conduit is going to be the best enchantment to use in combination with the beginning and the end, because this one grants you a small amount of HP for each soul you absorb, and this is actually happening in the background, so you don't have to take down mobs with your ranged. You will heal all the time if you gather souls, so I think it will work perfectly in combination with the Refreshment and the built-in leeching. I am not really sure if you want to work with Pain Cycle. I mean, it can allow you to deal a lot of damage, but at the same time, it is pretty scary if you lose all that HP and don't have that much healing. Next up, we also have Thundering. It looks pretty cool, but since this weapon is not extremely fast like the fighter's bindings, I think the 30% chance is not gonna proc that frequently per second, let's say, so not that interesting either. However, you could take Gravity. I think it's really fun to suck in enemy mobs while you're also using AoE attacks to destroy every single one of them with Gravity. That works perfectly fine. And of course, if you're playing on a very high Apocalypse Plus difficulty, which is actually a little bit too difficult, you could use Change to keep your enemies at bay a little bit. Well, I also see many people being hyped about Prospector and all, and yes, of course, it's a very awesome enchantment to get your hands on these extra shinies, but at the same time, it would be a waste to have it as your main enchantments. If you get it baked in as a gilded, it will be just fine, but please guys, don't take this one because you will lose so much damage per second. Instead, consider taking a ranged weapon because right now they can also have Prospector on there, so I think that is really interesting, right? The beginning and the end, which I'm currently wearing, is a pretty decent roll, but at the same time, like I already said, it is overkill to go with double healing. So I think we want to get rid of the Radiance and instead go with an Anima Conduit on ranged. So the one which I currently have in the Blacksmith is actually the one which is very powerful. It has Swirling, Shockwave, and also I think Refreshment, but then we have a tier 2 looting in there as well, because it's a gilded item. This will allow us to find potions on the go, so that can be very powerful. Alright, so here we are on the highest Apocalypse Plus. Let's check out this bad boy in action. So if I use my Gong, of course, I'll be able to take down mobs very quickly with this build. I have the Gong of Weakening, Deathcap Mushroom for extra attack speed, which also means double attack damage because you're twice as fast. And every time when I kill a mob, I will heal myself. And every time when I take the souls, I will heal myself. And of course, every time when I kill a mob, I will also reduce the cooldown of my potion. So even with these Thorns enemies, as you can see, I will just constantly heal myself to full HP, even if I am not attacking them because of those souls. I think it's a very nice combo to have. So let's check it out one more time in the inventory. So we have the Wither Armor with Chilling, Snowball, and Final Shout. Of course, it has plus 50% Soul Gathering. Then, oh, wait a second, we have to deal with these bad boys for a second. We also have the beginning and the end. And then we have the Bow of the Lost Souls with Anima Conduit and Refreshment. So if Refreshment is on your range, it will definitely work, which is awesome. Alright, so there you have it, everything you need to know about this Echoing Void exclusive new unique. What are your thoughts about this item? Already found one with nice enchantments? Make sure to leave it in the comments down below. And of course, if you found this video helpful, please take a moment to hit that like button as it helps me out a lot. Also, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for future Minecraft and Minecraft Dungeons content because a lot more is coming your way. Right now though, it is 4 AM out. I'll catch you guys in the next live stream or video. Take care. Peace.